Bills Mafia. Before we get into today's big story, let me remind you of something that defines this team year after year. The Buffalo Bills are always working, always improving, always pushing to become better than they were yesterday. Every practice, every rep, every film session, this team is locked in on bringing results to Buffalo. So do me a quick favor before we jump into the breaking news. Hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any exclusive updates. By the way, Bills fans, if you want official Buffalo Bills gear, jerseys, hats, or the new Sideline pieces, I left the link to the official store below. It helps the channel and keeps you geared up for the season. Because today, we need to talk about two major storylines that shook the fan base this week. Coleman's injury and what it means for Josh Allen as he leads this new-look 2025 offense. When the news broke that Coleman suffered an injury during practice, you could feel the entire mood around Bills fans shift instantly. And it's understandable. Coleman has been turning heads since the moment he stepped on the field. He was building real chemistry with Josh Allen. Not forced chemistry, not manufactured hype, the real thing. The kind of connection that just happens when a talented young wideout meets a superstar quarterback with a rocket arm and elite accuracy. Insiders at camp weren't holding back. Cleaner routes, better separation, physical dominance in contested catches, red zone flashes that looked downright scary for opposing defenses. You could feel it. This kid wasn't just fitting in, he was about to explode. But then came the injury. Even though it's considered minor to moderate, it definitely affects the short-term plan. So the big question everyone is asking, does this set the offense back? And the answer is, yes, a little, but not nearly as much as fans or rivals might think. With Coleman sidelined, even for a brief period, the offense loses crucial timing reps with Allen, route adjustments and option route practice, installation work in the new offense, red zone timing where Coleman was standing out. But here's what people forget. This 2025 offense was built to be versatile, not dependent on a single wide receiver. Shakir, Josh Palmer, Elijah Moore, Curtis Samuel, Dalton Kincaid, all of them step into expanded roles, and the hidden benefit is obvious. Allen gets to build deeper chemistry with the entire receiver group instead of leaning heavily on one guy. In the long run, that could make this offense even more dangerous. And now we shift straight to Josh Allen because this moment falls directly on his leadership and versatility. He was already being asked by the new offensive staff to take more command of the offense. Now, with Coleman temporarily out, that responsibility doubles. First, leadership mode activated. Allen has done this before, 2020, 2022, 2023. Anytime the roster thinned out or the team needed a spark, Allen stepped up and elevated the players around him. Number 2, adjusting play progressions. With Coleman out, Allen will have more say in how progressions are structured. Maybe Kincaid becomes the early read. Maybe Shakir gets more early down targets. Allen is elite at this, changing based on who's winning their matchups during the week. Number 3, deepening chemistry with veterans. This is where guys like Dalton Kincaid and Curtis Samuel become huge. Elijah Moore, too. His ability to work underneath zones can keep the chains moving. With Coleman out, the offense becomes more distributed, and Allen thrives in those situations. Look, I get the concern. Coleman is the shiny new weapon, and when a rookie flashes that much potential, fans immediately picture highlight plays and huge stat lines. But the truth is, number 1, the injury isn't serious. If this were something major, the team would have addressed it differently from the start. This is more caution than crisis. Number 2, a small break might help Coleman. Some coaches actually believe rookies benefit from a pause in camp once they've shown what they can do. It gives them time to digest the playbook without the physical wear and tear. Number 3, Josh Allen has thrived with banged-up receiving core before. We've watched him do it years, adjusting, improvising, elevating everyone around him. So no, the season isn't derailed, the offense isn't broken, and Coleman's long-term role hasn't changed one bit. From what I'm hearing, the Bills still expect Coleman to play a massive role in the vertical passing game. This injury doesn't change the vision. The plan remains: more shot plays, more boundary fades, more intermediate routes with yards after catch potential, more physical mismatches in man coverage. He's still the guy they believe can eventually become the true wide receiver one of the future. The Bills aren't panicking, they're just making sure they don't rush the kid. Zoom out for a second and look at the big picture. Josh Allen remains the centerpiece of the offense. The passing game remains versatile. Coleman's long-term outlook is unchanged. Other receivers get valuable reps. The defense continues to anchor the team while the offense gels. If this is the bad news of Bills camp, then this team is in a much better place than they've been in several recent summers. First up, and no surprise to any of you watching, quarterback Josh Allen. Once again, Josh Allen has played at an MVP level all season, and honestly, it might be one of the best overall campaigns of his career. Through 16 weeks, Allen has stacked up 3,406 passing yards, 25 passing touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 69.6% completion rate, 552 rushing yards, and 12 rushing touchdowns. This man is not just playing football, he is carrying the entire identity of this offense, doing everything you could ask from a franchise quarterback. Think about this. With 2 games left in the season, Allen is only 325 passing yards and 3 passing touchdowns away from surpassing his numbers in last year's MVP winning season. His completion percentage is up by 6 full points, and he has already exceeded his 2024 rushing totals. That's not just improvement, that's growth, that's leadership, that's dominance in its purest form. This marks Allen's 4th career Pro Bowl selection, further cementing his status as one of the NFL's elite. But more importantly, it represents just how complete his game has become. Bills Mafia, Josh Allen is not just a Pro Bowler, he is the heartbeat of this team. And now, let's talk about a player who has taken his game to absolutely elite heights, running back James Cook. In his first season after signing a major contract extension, Cook has proven he is worth every penny and then some. Heading into Week 17, Cook leads the entire NFL in rushing, sitting at 1,532 rushing yards, 12 rushing touchdowns, and 5.3 yards per carry. This is Cook's 3rd straight season with over 1,000 yards rushing, and he continues to be one of the most explosive offensive weapons in the league. He currently holds a 43-yard advantage over Colts superstar Jonathan Taylor, and his consistency week after week has put him in legitimate conversation for Offensive Player of the Year. For the 3rd straight season, James Cook has been selected to the Pro Bowl, and honestly, it feels like just the beginning. What he has brought to this offense in terms of speed, vision, and reliability has changed everything for Buffalo. If Josh Allen is the engine, James Cook is the turbocharger. And now we shift to a player who doesn't always get the spotlight he deserves, but absolutely should. Left tackle Dion Dawkins. Listen, Josh Allen and James Cook can't put up these kinds of numbers without someone anchoring the offensive line, keeping the left side secure, and opening up running lanes week after week. That's exactly what Dawkins has done. This season, the Bills have allowed the 6th lowest QB pressure rate in the NFL. That is not an accident. That is not luck. That is Dion Dawkins playing some of the best football of his career. Despite the Bills giving up more total sacks this year, mostly because Allen extends plays, Dawkins has been rock solid in his role. His footwork, his leverage, and his ability to anchor against elite pass rushers have been massive reasons Cook has enjoyed such a dominant rushing season. And for his efforts, Dawkins has now been selected to the Pro Bowl for the 5th consecutive year. That's consistency. That's excellence. That's leadership. Dion Dawkins is the definition of a franchise cornerstone on the offensive line. These 3 Pro Bowl selections paint a clear picture. The Buffalo Bills are still one of the league's most talented and well-rounded teams. They have a top-tier quarterback, a top-tier running back, a top-tier offensive tackle. And with all 3 phases clicking, Buffalo enters the final stretch of the season with momentum, elite production, postseason expectations, a chance to make another deep playoff run. What stands out the most is that these players didn't make the Pro Bowl because of hype or reputation. They earned it through production, discipline, and leadership. Josh Allen elevated his entire game. James Cook became the best running back in football. Dion Dawkins continued his streak of elite reliability. These selections represent the heartbeat of the current Bills roster. Now it's your turn, Bills Mafia. Do you think Coleman's injury slows down the offensive plan? Do you believe Josh Allen can carry the offense while the rookie heals up? Are you confident Coleman comes back even stronger? And who do you want to see step up in the meantime? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one, and your voice helps fuel this channel. Before you go, don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications for more exclusive Bills updates. And don't forget, the official Bills store link is down below if you want to check out the newest gear. The season is approaching fast, and we're just getting warmed up. Go Bills!